Hi Libra, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is your November 2021 money, career and finance reading. Spirit, can you bring forward the present position for Libra in money, career, finance, business, investment, what they need to know? I need this present position to validate the reading, please. Can you please bring forward the story, bring forward the information so Libra knows they have the correct reading? Bring forward the information. Libra, as I'm waiting for Spirit to blend with my energy, just as a reminder, in my readings, if the present position does not make sense to you, then this is not your reading. I'm a psychic and a medium, and I do an outcome. So the outcome does not apply to you if you cannot take the present position. If you can take the present position, but the other parts of the reading don't make sense to you, you may be watching the reading too early. So time is fluid, and I'm locked into a November reading because, you know, we like to categorize things, and but time is fluid. So there are things that are going to roll over sometimes into December and January. Now, many times Spirit does tell me that, but just keep those things in mind. Spirit, as you're coming forward here, give me the information for Libra and their present position. Spending money, Libra, spending money. What we have here is the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, we have the World card, and we have the Judgment. I'm going to read out the Oracle cards, and Spirit, if you want to go ahead and speak through me, give me the information that Libra needs. So we have here brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. In the Emperor, we have logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. Okay, so what if, Spirit, bring it forward. What it feels like is that there is a situation that you're putting out money in to conquer a situation. For some of you, this has to do with investment, and you're seeing this has been a slow, long road, and what I have here is Total Clan, which is Spirit of the Wheel, and that is the overall energy of your money, career and finance reading in the month of November. Now, this reading is not for everybody. This is not going to be a cartwheel down the street reading. This is a very specific reading for those of you that are facing obstacles in money, career and finance. I want to remind you that this is just a tarot reading, and you're not to follow my advice. You have to trust yourselves and make your own decision in regards to what is going on in your life. But this reading is specifically about those of you that are incurring obstacles and hopefully shedding some insight, some validation, some motivation, some hope to be able to either have patience, faith, or direction in knowing what to do. So there is a strong, I feel it very strongly here that money is being spent. I feel it very strongly here that somebody has control of the outcome of your financial situation. It feels as if at one point the world was your oyster, and at the next point it was, I don't know, like you know, you were sold a 6 for a 9 right here in the World card. That's a British saying. I don't know if that's a British saying. That's something my mum used to say. You sold a 6 for a 9. It's kind of like a used car salesman, right? And so what that means is somebody's selling you a 9, but really what they're selling you is a 6. They're saying that they're selling you a Mercedes, but really what they're selling you is a banged up Kia from 2001, right? And so somebody sold you a 6 for a 9. And it's showing here that, you know, in the Judgment card, there's a lot of angel energy here. There's a lot of spirit energy here in the Queen of Pentacles. It's in the Emperor card, and it's also in this Judgment card here. So everything is seen by spirit. Now, everything, you know, we're living on Earth, and that does not mean that, you know, just because bad people do bad things, it doesn't mean lightning's going to strike out of the sky and take these people down. But the way that spirit are in your life is to give you strength, courage, direction, and because you need that. You need the courage to continue on the fight that you're on. You need the guidance. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to continue to go after seeking. The Judgment also represents money coming to you, right? So this shows that you're putting out money to get money, and or you're you know, something is going on where you're having to fight for what is rightfully yours, both in the Queen card and the Emperor card, and right here in the Judgment card. And the World card is showing that you've been sold a 6 for a 9. So that's just a present position. I kind of want to move on here. Either that's your position or it isn't with what you're dealing with. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a different type of reading, because what I'm looking at is specifically the obstacles that are standing in your way in money, career, and finance. Now, obviously, those of you that are looking at this, you're not all going through the same thing. So even though you have obstacles, it still may not resonate with you. And this is not your reading. So we have Justice in the Strength position. We have be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. I don't believe that. I don't see that. I am not seeing that or feeling that at all. Reason being, the clarity cards are both in the reverse. We have the, and I felt it as soon as I actually pulled the cards. And here we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Empress in the reverse. So Spirit, can you tell me why it's sitting in the Strength position? Spirit is making me feel here that healing needs to take place. There needs to be a balancing of your energy. And in order for you to kind of move on, if you have lost money, if you have lost something, if you've lost a lawsuit, if you have not, if it looks like you're not going to get what is owed to you, there needs to, in the Strength position, it's showing that you need to regain balance, because here it shows that you're completely out of balance and the truth has not been vindicated. The truth is out there, but you have not gotten the justice that you have needed for it. Spirit, can you tell me one more card about why this is in the Strength position? Because it sounds like bloody awful. This one? Thank you. Okay. And here we have Justice again. Look at that. We've got Justice twice for the Strength position. So Justice is in the upright. And so do you want to go ahead and tell me again? Okay. So what it feels like is that in order for you to maintain your sanity, Libra, it is going to be important that there needs to be a level of, it's kind of like a grieving process that you're going through. Things have been lost and they have not gone your way. This is a very, very stressful event in your life in regards to money or career or investments or whatever it is, housing market, whatever it is, you have lost out greatly. But what Spirit is saying here is that you have got to regain balance. Like I said, it said be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. I think that you have been standing up for what you believe. But with these two cards here, it shows that the truth is not being honored. It shows that the new beginning that you should be having is not taking place financially or investment or whatever that is. But look at this. This is bookended by two Justice cards. you have to try, and I know it's easy for me to say, but trust me, Libra, I've been in a similar situation where trust me, I've been in a similar situation, and I know it's easier said than done. And if I were listening to a reading and listening to this at that point in my life where, you know, I'd been stolen from, my life had been destroyed, everything had been taken from me, the betrayal was on, you know, on a new stratosphere, and I'd seen this reading, I would just say F off. This whatever, regain balance, you know, go screw yourself. So I get it. I get that you're not in a place to hear this, but Spirit is making me feel that the justice that you will find is regaining center within yourself. It is a spiritual justice. Whatever, you know, there is a story. When part of what happened to me, there is a story that a monk told me, and the short version of it is, if you're a tree and you're leaning, and that represents you and your life, when the tree is cut, which way will you fall? Well, you're going to fall in the way that you were leaning. If you're leaning to always have been a person of integrity and thoughtfulness and mindfulness and empathy and compassion for the, you know, trying to do the best that you can do, you're human. When that tree is cut, you're leaning towards the good side, and that's where the tree will fall. But if you're an evil mofo, guess which side the tree is leaning? It is leaning to that, let's say, evil side. And I do, you know, I'm not talking about heaven and hell here, but, you know, I work in prisons. I have worked with murderers. I have worked with serial rapists and terrible, terrible, terrible people. And let me tell you, there is a special place in hell for those mofos. And there is a special place in hell for someone that has deliberately destroyed your life. There is a special place in hell. Will you see it in your lifetime? Will you get vindicated and justification in your lifetime over this situation? For the most part, it shows no. But the strength is regaining balance in letting it go, letting go of the outcome. Because if you can let go of the outcome, you can begin to refocus on what makes you happy. And I know that you may not have a pot to piss in because everything has been taken from you. Libra, I have been there, got the t-shirt and the tattoo. I get it. I get that it is no easy feat working hard for your whole life and then having somebody or something come in and, you know, absolutely, you know, take a tsunami through your life. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Hindsight is 2020. What Spirit is saying here is that you've got to regain balance within yourself. You've got to let go of the physical aspect of either gaining justice or gaining what is owed to you, or these people getting what it is owed to them. They will get what is owed to them. And but you will never see it, and you may not get the money or the investment that is owed to you. But you know what? No one can take away from you what is already within your soul, what is already your talent. I want to remind you what the Queen of Cups said about you. Brilliant, talented, independent. There is nothing that you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. So they may have taken away your home, your investment, your retirement, all of those things. Like I said, I've had the same thing happen to me. I know what it's like to have every single part of your life destroyed by somebody that knowingly does that to you. I understand it. I 100% get it. And you do have to get to this point. You do have to get to this point where you have to try and accept that the outcome is not in your control. And you may never see justice in the way that you need it seen in your lifetime. And has this scarred you and hurt you and left you really upset and, you know, like wondering what the hell's going to happen next to you? Yeah. But Spirit is showing here that you're gifted, you're talented, you can, you know, you can start again. And I know it's a long road. I know it's a very long and slow road to start again. For those of you that can resonate with this reading, I know it. I know it. I've lived it. I get it. And the trauma that comes from this, I'm a clinical psychologist, and the trauma that comes from somebody doing that to you is horrendous. And so the trauma that you're feeling, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, you avoid, right? You're paralyzed emotionally. You can't function. You can't make decisions. It's very, very difficult to know which way to turn. It's very difficult to trust again. It's very difficult to rebuild. And it's very difficult to just move forward. But you will. You will, because you're gifted and you're talented. Here in the challenge position, as if that weren't bloody challenging enough, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, so this is showing all the money situation here, the challenge. And, you know, straight up, we got the Nine of Swords, which shows the worry, the concern, the, you know, the stomach issues I'm picking up for some of you, where you've got stomach ulcers. For some of you, I see your health has declined quite rapidly. I see heart attacks for some of you, strokes. And this is one of the reasons why Spirit says that it's time now to let this go and have inner balance, because it's now about quality of life. And yes, you may have lost everything that you have worked for. And it shows it here, right? It shows it here where we've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, and you're trying to rebuild. It shows here seeds well planted, efforts of investments that will be rewarded in the future. That's what you were hoping for, right? You were building your future, and you've been doing it for a long time, and you were patiently waiting. You were on a plan. It was, you know, you were heading places. You were, you know, you could see the outcome. You could feel it, taste it, believe it. And here in the Nine of Pentacles, it didn't seem like it was that far away, because of all the hard work that you'd done. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. So, you know, in the challenge position, you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor. In fact, what we have here is absolutely nothing blooming. And so, you know, in the challenge position, it's a huge mind shift that I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to do it. I've lived it, but the Spirit is asking you to do it. And I got to tell you, when it happened to me, everything the spirit world told me, I said to them to F off. Because I was like, yeah, you come down here and do this, yeah, whatever, you know. But either way, they stood by my side and gave me courage. And that's how I ended up in YouTube, believe it or not. This is how I ended up in YouTube, because when I lost everything, I've been gifted since I was a child. And even though I'm a clinical psychologist, and this is a huge no-no to get online and do tarot readings, this is what I was born with. I was born with my psychic and mediumship ability. And so this is how the spirit world turned that capsized ship over for me. And I had to do all of the work, obviously, but they encouraged me. They encouraged me to believe in myself and to accept that things were the way that they were, and to move away from waiting for justice, waiting for the truth to come out, waiting for the money that was, the money still owed to me, Libra. I get it. I get what it's like. And but the challenge is letting go of the anxiety, the fear, the things that are making you ill, that will continue to make you ill, because this stuff does make you ill. you know, worrying about the future, worrying about your money. And I don't know where money's coming from. I don't know where money's coming from, but you are talented and gifted is what I keep hearing repeated over and over again. And you will find a way. In the outcome, I asked what's good in the outcome, and we have the Two of Pentacles here. We have, the Two of Wands. We have the Six of Swords here, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And so what it shows here, Libra, is that you do eventually leave this behind. The hurt and pain you carry with you. You know, if you can emotionally, spiritually, all I can tell you is the only prayer that I prayed was literally help me. Like, there were no other words. It was such a shock when it happened in my life, and the people that were involved, and how everything was wiped out of my life, that the only prayer that I could pray was help me. Or you have got, it wasn't even help me. It was like, you've got to help me. And that was just screaming out to the universe, you know, fix this shit. And so I see here where you're kind of going through the same thing, where the original source of the money that you are owed is not coming back. I see you moving forward from it. I see you moving to a new future. I see somebody by your side that's going to open doors for you. I see a new horizon here. I see that the steps that you take will be bold and ambitious. I see that once the emotional paralysis ends, that you will start taking baby steps, and you will begin to share the dreams that are within your soul, and you will begin to bring in the money that you need, not the money that you want. And so for many of you, that's just the way it is. I'm not going to embellish, because that's not fair to you. And it is going to be slow and steady progress, and it is going to provide a solid ground. And it is going to be it's going to end up being a joyful experience, because the other card that Spirit pulled for you was this one, which I thought was such a beautiful card, which is release the dark wound, let love live. And this reminded me of, you know, the Bible story where Jesus is gathering his disciples, and Peter the fisherman, they've gone out, people are starving, they can't get any fish, and you know there's no hope, and Jesus goes out and says, no, go back one more time. And then the fish start coming in, they pour in, and there is a miracle, and the miracle feeds the 5,000 with all these fish. And that's what this is. This is the hand of God and the fish and the water. So you're going to walk a new path, Libra. You are extremely talented. You are extremely smart. You are extremely gifted. It's not over till the fat lady sings. All right. I once went to class. I don't know how old I was. I've gone to maybe 20 years of school. I have a lot of degrees. I have the alphabet behind my name. But I remember I was quite young, and I went to school, college. I think I was about 24, 25, and sitting in the back of the room was this woman, and she was 81, and she was getting her degree. And I just wanted to know everything about her. I wanted to know her whole life story. And I just found her to be the most courageous. I mean, she still sticks in my mind today, and it's been nearly 30 years. And it hasn't been that long. I'm not that old, but 20 plus years. But it was inspiring. Because I wasn't doing anything creative. I was getting a bachelor's degree in pre-med. And so was she. She was 81. And so am I telling you to go back to school? No, I'm not. I'm telling you that you were brilliant, that you're born and with your own talent and gifts, and there will come a point where you will heal from this, and you will look to your future, and instead of somebody holding the world and dictating the way your world is going to go, we have you here holding your world. We have love, we have new horizons, and we have new beginnings. So is it painful? I'm sorry, Libra, it is extremely painful. Is it slow and steady progress? Yes, it's slow and steady progress, but I would be lying if I said that I see a positive outcome. I don't see a positive outcome with any type of retribution or justice or money coming your way from something that has been stolen from you or something that destroyed your life. I do not see the money coming your way. It doesn't mean that won't change in another reading, but the way the energy is sitting right now, and things can change, right? It's that butterfly effect. One thing can change in a situation and then suddenly the whole outcome changes. But Spirit is making me feel very, very strongly, even if it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you got to reground, you got to regain balance in your life. You got to stop looking in the rear view mirror, and you've got to focus on where you are today and try and be strong. Try and hold your head up high. Take a deep breath. Take one step at a time. And, you know, I'm very sorry if you've gone through this. It's just completely heartbreaking. But, you know, if you begin to take steps forward, there will be new people, better outcomes, new life ahead of you. That's what I see. So Libra, that was a bit of a serious reading. I'll do my best to in the what do you call it reading, the general reading, to focus on a different area. But you know, I know that this reading's not going to resonate for everybody, but for those of you that it does, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And I hope this reading helped you in some way. You take care, Libra. I will speak to you soon.